Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the WZ-114 Zhu Long. This is the Tier 9 Chinese Premium Heavy Tank, or I'm not sure if it's a collector or a premium. I guess we're going to find out. But this vehicle has just been released into the game. I just woke up, so we are going to buy some crates. Hopefully we can get some with gold. Yes, we can. Let's buy the cheap gold bundle to start off with, because I'm a cheap person, and maybe we can get the tank. I don't know. My crate luck is usually not the best. We got not much there, and oh boy, not much there. Alright, well, let's buy the 12 crate bundle for 16,000 gold. Nothing! 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 Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh! Welcome to crates, ladies and gentlemen. How many more do we have? One. Oh! We have to buy another. Okay, well, here we go again. Another 16,000 gold, and there you go, we got it. It is a collector. So, in total, it cost me, what, 30... what was the first bundle? Like 4,000 gold? So, 16 plus 16 is 32. So, we spent 36,000 gold on the tank. Hopefully, we get it again, so that way we can... oh, we got 5,000 gold and 1,500 there. Alright, well, I guess... Oh, and I got the camo. Okay, thank you, thank you. I'm actually a little happy that we did get the camo, because at least yeah, I don't have to spend 5,000 gold on the camo. We still spent a lot of gold on the tank. I don't necessarily think it was worth all the gold we spent, but oh well. So let's make our way down to Tier 9 China, and I'm going to equip the tank really quick, and then I'll talk about it. I have to say, Wargaming has done a very good job on legendary camos lately. We've got the Grill Forester, the E100 Jotun, and this as well. I mean, all the camos look great. To be fair, this was 5,000 gold. I got very lucky to get it at probably the 4% drop chance it was in the crates. But yeah, do I think it's worth 5,000 gold? Honestly, as I said in yesterday's video when it comes to camos, I don't mind spending money on camos if Wargaming would stop putting tanks in crates. Unfortunately, it was in crates, but oh well, there's not much I can do about that. So let's break into the statistics of this vehicle, talk about what's good and what is bad. First of all, my equipment. I'm running, obviously, calibrated shells. This vehicle does not carry the most heat pen standard, so you want to get it up to that nice 340 to be able to penetrate heavily armored vehicles like the Mouse, possibly the E100 turret, things like that. Obviously, I'm going to be running an enhanced gun laying drive, and I'm also going to be running V-stabs to make it more accurate on the move. Vitality, we're going to be running ramming, because, I mean, I want to ram in this thing. We got improved assembly to increase my hit points up to 2,464. Yes, you heard that right. This has the same hit points as the majority of Tier 10 heavies, like the Chieftain Mark 6, WZ-113, FE2 and 5B. It's pretty impressive it has that much HP. We've got Toolbox for 30% module repair speed, improved optics getting us a little bit more view range, engine accelerator to increase our power to weight and traverse speed, and finally consumable delivery system to get our consumables back faster. Next up, we are going to take a look at the gun. And well, I gotta say, the gun actually looks really nice. Aiming time is pretty fast. 3.5 seconds is decent for what is a 470 damage per shot vehicle. Its aiming time paired with also 0.367 dispersion, well, the dispersion's not great, but it's pretty average, I would say, for what the alpha of this vehicle is. When we take a look at the pen, 267 on the standard is fine. 340, as I said, is enough, so I think it's fine. And the HE pen's actually quite nice at 72 millimeters, especially with that 600 alpha. It's got 9 degrees of gun depression, I should point out, which means that this vehicle is going to be able to work any ridgeline in the game. The real question is mobility, and it's not very fast. It has a top speed of 32 and a power to weight of 12.5, and by the way, that is running food. It does have an average speed of 27, so it's not bad on power to weight, but oh, it's going to be slow on any medium, soft terrain trying to climb up hills. Do keep that in mind. It's not going to be a very fast tank for the engine power of only 549 horsepower. So far statistically, I do gotta say it looks pretty dang solid, but the most important part is the armor. And whoa mama, this thing has got a lot of armor. Let's take a look at its weak spots and its overall strengths. So upper plate, very solid, 340 millimeters thick, which means that for the most part, you're not going to penetrate even with tier 10 tank destroyers that upper plate. I should also point out that this is on flat ground. If you're using the 9 degrees of gun depression, Wow, that is impervious. I mean, even with heat shells from an IS-4, you're never ever going to scratch that upper plate. Now, even with heat shells, we can see even with Kali, the IS-4 is still going to struggle on that upper plate because heat has no shell normalization, making that upper plate go to 403 millimeters. So whatever you do, don't shoot at the mid plate on this tank. Actually shoot at these corner cutouts, but even then, these corner cutouts are very hard. And if you're running enhanced armor, which actually I might swap this tank to, we can see that these cutouts become very hard to penetrate. But if you still do angle the tank slightly, we can see that it becomes quite weak. This here is spaced armor, so don't shoot at that or you're not going to pen. When it comes to the turret, we can see that enhanced does not make much of a difference, and the turret armor overall looks weak, but you do got to realize that this is 374 millimeters of heat pen. This is what the average heavy is going to see with about 340. And yeah, it's quite strong, 450 to 437. It's a very solid turret. Even the weak spots are upwards of 260, which means AP shells are really going to struggle to cutting through this tank. And when you're using gun depression, yeah, that is a super solid turret. Hull down, there's only a couple weak spots. We got a little flat box here, we got a little edge spot, another edge spot here, but those are going to be tricky to hit, especially while this thing has a 470 damage per shot gun. The main weak spot you're going to want to shoot at is this, the hatch. It's very weak. Even with AP shells, you can cut right through it. It's only about 200 millimeters thick, and yeah, that hatch is a visible weak spot on every angle when you're shooting at this vehicle, so keep that in mind. That hatch will be a major weak spot for shooting at this vehicle. For example, even if you're in a tier 8, like, I don't know, an IS-3, yeah, the hatch is still a weak spot, even with AP. If you're running Kali and then loading premium, the entire thing becomes weak. So, the 114 has a lot of armor, but I'm glad that Wargaming did give it a weak spot, because imagine this vehicle didn't have a hatch, holy moly, would it be strong. Now, side armor-wise, it's pretty decent. I mean, it's about 170 on the sides, which means that you can get an okay side scrape, but you'll notice that it's not great at side scraping. Its side armor becomes very weak even at only about a 20-degree angle, so not the best at side scraping. Rear armor-wise, well, the lower back is 56, which means high-caliber HE shells will cut through, and the rear of the turret's about 53 to 60. So if you're running about maybe a 15-centimeter gun, you're easily going to cut through the rear, just to show that if we were to go to tier 10 and pull out, I don't know, an Object 268, look at how big ol' white the back of this thing is. That's all HE pens. But even if you don't have an Object 268 out and you have a 263, you'll still be able to penetrate the rear of this thing with HE because of the fact that it has more than 70 mils of HE pen. So do keep that in mind. Don't let people have your rear, because this is not a very mobile tank, and that will be a very, very juicy weak spot. Two things I should point out as very big weaknesses for this vehicle is its traverse speed and reverse speed, only going in at 14 at a reverse, which is bad, especially for how large this vehicle is, and the hull turn rate is only 28 degrees a second, making this a very vulnerable target for anything that is quite mobile. If you're in a light tank, you can very easily get to the side or even rear of this vehicle and get an HE shell into it. Now we're up against an enemy 114, and this is a decent matchup, so I guess we'll see how the vehicle does perform. I still gotta say, this camo looks really solid. Everything moves on it too. We can see those little things on the bottom. I don't know what you call those. We'll call them flyers, but they move. And then we got more flying things on the top that move. So yeah, I think that this camo looks absolutely sick. So good job, Wargaming. Let's see what we can do here. We got Object 752, T30, T92, 114, and then another 114. Okay, wow, that's actually quite possibly one of the strongest lineups I've ever seen. Okay then. Well, not super excited for that. Now we can see that the actual mobility on the tank's not too bad. Okay, well, teammates moment. But let's just keep on going. SU-130 is going to push up. Oh, we have a 114 as well. I didn't even notice that. What do we have? You know, we got an okay lineup as well. Alright, well, looks like the enemy is already at base C, which is not great news for me. There you go, nice slap into the T92E1. Bit of a low roll, but you know what, I'm not going to complain because it still hit him, which was a bit lucky, to be completely honest. Now we can see here, this is where the not so great DPM comes into play. This tank has a very, very long reload, but after you wait for that long reload, being able to hit somebody for 540, I mean, that does feel absolutely insane. That's just such a huge slap worth of damage there. So the T92E1 is basically dead. Let's try and move our way on up here and maybe get a shell into the enemy 114, or we even got the T30 over here. I don't really care if this T30 pens me. Okay, well maybe if he high rolls me for 722 I will. Gosh dang. But we got so much HP, I don't really mind bleeding some of it to shoot the enemy. This 114's pushing up towards me here, bleeds a little bit of health in the side, and now that his reactive has worn off, we get a nice slap. Look at that. Right into his tank for 588. Okay, well, we're doing pretty good so far. We've dealt over 2,000 damage. And, well, our team I can't say is doing very well. Our team appears to be quite dead at this point. The enemy 114 misses my hatch, which is good for me. Problem is we can't really push up. Cap. C. We do need base C captured. Alright, well, let's see. We got the Object 752. Nice shot. Once again, that Alpha feels so nice on the vehicle. Let's back up so the enemy 114 cannot hit me. We do get maxed by the enemy 114, though, for 588. Nobody's capturing C. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is not going to be a fun battle. I can tell you that for a fact. All right, let's go for the guy's hatch. Unfortunately, we did not end up penetrating it. Our base cap is going to be a problem. It looks like the enemy, our teammate is actually going to capture it, which is good. I will give him credit. He's doing his job. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to try and clear this guy with an HE shell. And fire. There you go. Okay, HE finishes off the enemy 114, which was very important. And now we're going to start heading up on base capture, which is also very, very important. Unfortunately, our SU-130 does not think twice about backing up and gets absolutely boinkered by the enemy team. Okay, well, I can't say this is great so far. Let's see if we can get a shell into the T-30. Boing. There you... Oh, we had HE loaded. No, I forgot to swap back. It's fine. I mean, we're not dead, but that's really unfortunate because that guy would have been a one-shot. I still think we lose this on base capture. Our team took way too long to worry about base cap to a point now where it might be just too late. Let's load it in HE. Actually, nope, we'll just slap him with a standard. And, well, this is not looking good. 950, 955. Really, the only way we can win this is if I get a kill, so... Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. And, come on. Yes! Okay, we reset the base cap a bit. We reset it a bit. It's now 920 again. Okay, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, boy, oh, boy. This is so close. If our Contracaro dies, we lose this. Come on, speed! We need to high roll the shot on the T-30. We need to high roll it. Come on, Wargaming. Give me some luck. Oh, no! Oh, why do you do this to me? You know what? I think that T-30 out-reloads me as well, so I'm going to back up. All right, this 114 needs to kill him. I believe in you, bro. You can do it. You can do it. Yes. Okay, okay. All right, all right, he missed his first shot, or he didn't miss it, but he shot it. Go, 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 go. Oh, wait, we're up on base cap now. We can't lose. Yes. Yes. Ha, 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 ha. All right, well, we get a bounce on him, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't matter, as we win. Wow, that was a painful battle, a very, very painful battle, but we came out with a victory, and, whew, oh, man. All right, well, that was a pretty good game to showcase a lot about the 114. We did 3,700 damage. We could have done about 4,200 if we'd been able to connect that last shell there. We blocked 2250, and we were able to absolutely carry this battle. I think the tank's pretty fun. It's a little slow, and it's not everybody's cup of tea, I can tell you that already. But it plays exactly like what I thought it would. Just a very slow, kind of well-armored vehicle. I mean, it's just a German super heavy down at tier 9. That's really what it plays like. But I like that. I like armor. I like being able to push very aggressive in the front line. And it definitely has weak spots. I mean, we've seen that a lot of people pen it. So the lower plate's huge. So if you do expose it, you're gonna be punished for that. The side armor's not great, as we saw multiple times. So that's also another thing you're going to have to worry about. I would say the biggest downfall of this tank is going to be mobility. Heavies it'll deal fine with. It'll out-trade heavies. It's got enough hit points to deal with them. It's going to be when mobility starts to traverse it. You know, a T-92E1 gets your side, or, you know, anything with high DPM starts to punish you in the rear. You're really going to not like that, especially while trying to deal with anything on your front as well. So here we go. Second battle. What do we have? E-75, Waffenträger Panzer IV. Another 114, 53 TP, Prague, Scorpion G, Tiger 2. They got a pretty decent lineup. Okay. I do gotta say, though, the Alpha is definitely my favorite part about this tank. I love damage, and being able to outtrade your opponents and have this much HP, I mean, that feels great. So, let's make our way into the front line. Once again, we can see the power to weight on this tank is not great, but it must have decent terrain resistances as it's able to keep its top speed. I mean, even going up this hill a little bit here, we don't lose that much, 25, 24, but it's not too bad. I mean, you can see we're definitely outstripping the Luva, which has a similar top speed to us. So, I'm actually not too mad about the top speed. I'm happy that it does maintain its speed over distance. So, yeah, let's keep going here. It looks like our mediums are, hopefully, going to go towards medium side. And because this tank actually has so much gun depression, I'm going to try and cross this here and use that gun depression. Yes! The whole enemy team appears to have been a little bit poor on their decision making and gone to mid, which means that we might be able to get a free shell here into the side of the E75, and boink! There you go. Nice 450 damage tap. The Waffenträger is in front of us, but I'll take that free damage there. I will take that any day of the week. Alright, 5 more seconds left before we have another shell ready. 3, 2, 1, and okay. I'm a little worried that that waffle might try and poke us, but I'm also not too worried. Let's aim it on the 53 TP. Boom, another nice shot. Low roll, definitely a big low roll, but we were still able to slap the enemy for quite a hard chunk. This is where that gun depression feels really nice, because German super heavies normally don't carry a lot of gun depression, but because this tank does, it feels so natural to be able to work a ridgeline like this, and then also have the armor and hit points later on in the game to also work. So I gotta say, that is a very, very good feeling. Alright, well, let's reload again. E75 misses me. We got the enemy 114, and this is a good example of the weak side armor there. You can definitely overmatch that side armor if you understand how to. And with that, we've already managed to deal 1,800 damage. We've basically gotten a full minute of firing out here. Let's reload again. 3, 2, 1, and let's see, the 53 TP is exposing a side armor, and there you go. Another nice slap, 488 damage. I mean, you can see where this tank is basically unencounterable. We're just sitting here, and the enemy doesn't know what to do. There you go, we angle our turret towards the Waffenträger, and with that, we just gotta reload a little bit longer. E75 pokes, there you go, nice shot. Perfect roll as well for our average damage of 470. With that, we have single-handedly basically stopped the entire enemy advance at this point. 5 more seconds left, another shell ready to rumble. Luva's probably going to be slapped here. Oh yeah, he gets slapped hard. Alright, well, let's reload again. Enemy 114 over angles his side again. There you go. Oh man, oh man, oh man. He does not have a fire extinguisher. And look at that, 807 damage right for the taking. Alright, well, let's reload again. The Waffenträger is going to show me his hull, which means boom. There you go. Enemy Waffle is taken out. And we're going to start reloading once again. I don't know how our team's actually struggling in this game. I'm going to be honest. I mean, this has been... Oh, wow. And then the 114 gets Amarak. That's got to suck, bro. That's really, really got to suck. Let's get a nice shot into the 53 TP once again. With that, we have just easily farmed our way into victory. But we're not even camping. I mean, we're playing aggressive. We're just doing it good. Alright, well, let's go over here, and let's shoot a shell into the Tiger 2. 3, 2, 1. You can see I do like that aiming time. Being able to aim in that fast feels really nice on this vehicle. You wouldn't expect a tank like this to have a good aiming time, but it does. So we're going to reload again for 3, 2, 1. We're going to go for the E75. No, we're not. He's got less health. Boom. Alright, I want to get 5k broken, which I think we did this game. We did 4,999. Are you kidding me? There's no way that we did not break 5k. There's no way. Do not do this to me, Wargaming. Yes, okay. It looks like it added, or it forgot to add in the fire damage. So there you go. 5,303 damage dealt. A mastery pulled out, and I think this is going to be the best showcase of the 114 that you're going to see on YouTube for a long time. It's a really good vehicle. If you're able to use it hull down, really there's nothing to do to counter it. We blocked 1900. We were able to do just about everything we could have to absolutely carry that game. And yeah, it's just a great take. So I am very happy I've been able to get my hands on it. Unfortunately, it did cost me, what, 30,000 gold? But that's actually not too bad because at least I had my gold from the Blitz Fair. So I don't feel too bad about this. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. And please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.